Raven and Yeska. I believe you guys just got done negotiating with a pirate captain who is now aboard the Phoenix, working diligently to install a cloaking device on the Phoenix. Many droids continue to work disassembling the weapons that you guys have on the Phoenix, and they're pulling these massive parts and things off, and they're working with haste. I think, remember last time I said it'd take them about 2 hours for the whole transition to take place. I'm adding an hour to that for the cloaking. Okay. So it's going to be 3 hours of work on the Phoenix, which will put you guys, I believe, at 45 hours when it's all said and done. Now, that being said, unless you wanted to take the Bastion and let the Phoenix stay here to be worked on. But that's up to you guys. You guys have this allotted 48-hour time span before the Empire arrives.
For a possible field trip.
Right. So it's up to you guys how you spend that time and how you... But just know you're on a ticking clock.
Is the Bastion getting upgraded too, or getting worked on at the very least, like repaired, or?
That wasn't. They can. You guys didn't ask, but that could also be something that could be done.
What repairs does it need?
It has taken some hull trauma.
It has a little bit of hull trauma, but I was thinking of at least putting some, because that one doesn't have guns, does it?
Yeah,
I think the Bastion does have guns. Yeah. I think it has one gun on it.
It has a dorsal turret-mounted light laser.
Ooh. All right. I might be okay.
Yeah, maybe they can patch up some of the hull trauma while we're here.
Well, at the very least, get the hull trauma fixed.
But that does mean we're stuck here.
Right. That's the problem. I guess in theory...
Depends on how long it takes to fix it.
Scout where we need to scout, and then come back, and then, like, get that one worked on while we take the Phoenix back out? Or was that going to cost us more time?
It would cost you more time because it takes 5 hours to go... If you guys are wanting to meet up with the Mandalorians first, it takes 5 hours to get to them. Then it would take 5 hours to get back to Xorrn. Right. Yeah, but it would only be 3 to stop at the Zygarians planet that you guys heard about. The slave traders. So, in essence, you could go to the Mandalorians, then stop at the Zygarian planet on the way back.
Okay.
And make it all in one trip. You know what I'm saying?
And then by the time we get back,
you could
time to heal hull trauma on it, potentially.
Sure. How much hull trauma is on? Which one do you want to heal hull trauma on?
Well, they're currently working on the Phoenix, but if we were to come back later with the Bastion,
the Bastion has 5 out of 16.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It would probably be about equal to what the Phoenix is getting worked on, so about 2 hours of time.
Okay.
So we got plenty of time to go on a field trip and then come back and get patched up.
Yeah. I feel like that's probably the most, like, time cost effective at this point.
That would probably be a trip of about 20 hours tops.
Right.
Accounting for travel, possible shenanigans.
Definite shenanigans.
Always planned for shenanigans.
Yeah, it's got to be flex room for shenanigans.
I think that sounds like a great plan. And so does Jessica.
All right.
Okay, Dran and Tizo, you guys were busy with this tour. You finished up the tour and gave Security Chief Bellows some information to start allocating engineers and people into different places. The first thing you guys wanted to do was get explosives. The second thing you wanted to work on was getting those guns operational. Well, the system's working a little bit better on those guns in that acclimator class floating starship that was up there. That was priority 2, and priority 3 was to set up some bunkers and what they call the clone. They call the graveyard. Basically, it's all the old clone trooper ships and stuff that are crashed along the landscape of Xorrn. Yeah. And that's what you guys see out there. And that's the third thing, is they're going to get bunkers set up and places for people to hide and other things of that nature. So knowing that, Chief Bellows basically makes his way, and he's going to report to the cacique Cal Corsa on all this information. And he basically departs from you. And it's up to you guys. The adventure is yours from here.
Well, I think we should meet up with the other two and see what the next step is.
Sounds good.
Where are you two at currently?
We are
Raven,
up talking
yes.
with the pirate captain.
We will be up there shortly.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go up there to meet with them.
Okay, so you guys taking the Bastion up there?
I guess so.
Yeah, you have to get to
'cause they're in
orbit.
space.
They're in
Right.
space. They're orbiting the
in
planet
space.
right
Okay,
now.
I thought they were-
What?
Yeah, okay, see, I thought they were like up on a platform. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys head up there and dock at this ship repair yard. And you can see that the repairs and upgrades are underway on the Phoenix. And Yeska and Raven are waiting.
Open up the doors. So what's the plans? What are we doing?
Get in, nerds.
We're going shopping.
You guys do. One thing that I did take note of is one thing that you guys were thinking about doing was getting Lyra Harden to work on the land speeder. Was that still something that you guys wanted to do? Okay,
Yeah.
I made note of that, just making sure.
I want the fix, please.
Apparently that's
that
a yeah.
over one, please.
So without much trouble, you can get on comm with her, and making this request, she agrees, but wants you guys to know that it will take her away from doing any of the other things that you guys prioritize for a little bit of time, and she is a pretty good engineer, so just keep that in mind. The second thing is the assessment of the vehicle, because it is wrecked. Her working with a few of her droids is probably going to take 24 hours for her to get that thing fully operational. But this is all just going to be happening in the background while you guys are doing other things. So it doesn't necessarily take away the time frame that you guys have, but it takes her away from doing other, like helping with getting the ship's guns online and things of that
So
nature.
do we want a properly defended planet, or do we
Our land
want
speeder.
Prioritize everything else. If you have time, work on it. Don't. I will deal with her later. Because she doesn't have weapons anyway, so just look. I take a conflict point and tell her don't work on it.
Okay. She calms you, Raven, and she's like, "Hey, listen, if there's a garage left when this is all said and done, I'll fix it for you."
All right. Let's see if we get to the other side first. Why don't we?
Yeah.
It's an incentive to win.
Yeah. Let's win this.
Now we gotta
and
win.
then We'll talk. All right. Noted.
You guys also, Tizo, you get, or actually Dran would get this comm. Dran, you get a comm buzz from Security Chief Bellows. And he reaches out and gets in touch with all of you and says, okay, so I ran the plan by Kasik about you guys getting aboard the Star Destroyer with the explosives that we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
In talking with the Rebel Alliance, there are two complications one isn't technically a complication. One is a complication. There is aboard the vessel, the Rebel Alliance has a spy. That is where all this intel is coming from and how we've learned about the impending attack. The issue is, the Rebel Alliance wants their spy off that ship before anything explodes. The individual's name is Nath Eliko. She's been undercover as the captain's adjunct. Oh, they also sent us this, and I'll patch it through to your comms into the ship's computers. It's actually a profile of Captain Nervai. You guys can read it at your leisure. It seems that Aliko has been able to glean some of this information. But as soon as things start blowing up, we got to get her off of that thing.
And it's a rescue mission and a demolitions mission, it sounds like.
Sounds like fun to me.
Search and
yeah.
destroy.
I'm also going to share something with you guys. I'm going to
In
show
that
the
order.
players, show to everyone. Under, if you guys can see that pop up on your screen, that's the intelligence profile that they got for this guy. It's kind of wordy, so you don't have to like read it all out. It's going to be under the Xorrn tab under handouts whenever you. But that's everything that she was able to glean and put in the kind of like a file and send over to the Rebel Alliance without the Empire figuring it out.
Variety of mistresses, eh?
Oh no, I lost Christy.
Yep, we lost Chris. Oh,
Here she comes.
Wow.
Oh, here she comes.
Discord.
Discord just died on you. Yep.
So
One.
we have their battle plan. We have their strategy here.
seems like it.
Sounds like we are to expect the unexpected from him. No, back at the Chist Military Academy, no battle plan survives first contact with the enemy. So perhaps we ought to remain flexible in our minds. That way, once our plan possibly does not work, we can adapt.
Makes sense.
That's fair.
Foresight, huh? Getting kind of sick of foresight.
Quite. Makes me
Well,
wonder if
one
it's
would
like
one would get sick of it, but then after a while, you might need it.
Yeah.
Depends on the type, I suppose. If it's anything like wards, could be a problem.
You don't think he's...
It is curious. I wonder if he's just got foresight on his immediate surroundings. and that's why he like
Sometimes
comes off as very
capability
insightful.
can be exactly. Sometimes capability can be mistaken for supernatural ability.
Some people are just really good at inside checks.
Yeah.
You know, that passive 30 insight, it happens. Alright. Oh, shit.
Perhaps we should be on our way to go and speak to these Mandalorians.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of excited to meet them.
I'm a bit nervous, but
I
yeah,
want to
let's
see
do
if
it.
there's any family resemblance.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll see it all. Yes, sir.
Nice one.
I don't know. They're not my clan, so I'm a little. Let's just be on our guard.
Do you know anything about them? Should we expect a fight when we get there, or?
I hope not. I hope them knowing that we're coming ahead of time. I did try and tell them that a representative from Clan Rook is coming, so hopefully they're cool with my clan. I don't know. We've kind of scattered. I don't know where their allegiances lie. Guess we'll find out.
Yeah. You think we should get going? We're short on time.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright.
I will hop in the co-pilot seat.
Okay.
Assuming Raven wants
I'll
to
hop,
co-pilot.
I'll hop in the pilot seat.
No.
Yes!
Taps you on the shoulder.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah, we know you that
So I'll get up and move to a non-pilot seat.
It's really cute that you tried that, though.
Great. Now
Hey,
that's
I have
feel.
flown before.
I've heard.
Exactly.
So
I
honestly,
see.
the way these seats are, imagine like a small sedan.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like you've got your two people in the front and then two people like directly behind. Probably a little bit elevated so they can just see over their shoulder.
As long as I
Well,
don't get the hump seat in the back, I'm fine.
There's only 4 seats in this vessel.
no hump
so
seat.
There's
so
no
you
hump.
guys
window
are
seat.
strapped in. I'm sure Dran is extra buckled.
Oh yeah.
And you guys take off from this station and make your way, setting your course to Vlemoth Port. Captain Renlo set up a rendezvous with a Mandalorian emissary at Vlemoth Station, and he gave you coordinates to a place called Hangar 13. So that is currently where you guys set your... Now, this isn't something that requires light speed or hyperspace to get to. It's just a 5-hour trip, no light speed, because honestly, light speed would be dangerous at this close of a range.
We'd overshoot and...
You overshoot. But you guys...
turn. I told you to take this turn.
But you guys make the journey without any issues, heading that direction. It does take you the full 5 hours.
I want to spend the 5 hours just kind of trying to be introspective, like trying really hard to concentrate on sensing the world around me. And I want to try to just see like what I can, discern with my other senses instead of using my eyes like I normally would.
Okay.
Like, I want to see if I can pinpoint based on feel or smell or even kind of heat.
Okay. Make a discipline check for me. And I think that's going to be upgraded twice for you. It's going to be an average 2 purple.
Is it upgraded or setbacked?
Upgraded twice because of blindness.
My blindness. Yeah.
Yep.
My discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Oh, you know, it's very straining. You do take a point of strain for that threat. There's strain in the process, but gosh, after spending probably about an hour in just peace, like just hearing, just focusing on your senses, you could swear you saw some kind of blips of heat. Possibly from the computer systems of the ship. And at that point, you start to get just little seed of hope. As you see that little flicker.
Clean up the blood from my concentration nosebleed.
Okay, I did find some rules. So actually, you do make a jump to hyperspace for this travel. Since you can actually save some time by making some checks during these travels.
Ooh.
So, I need any one of you that would like to do the astrogation coordinates.
I'm like leaning over the chair. Let me take that.
You can make a hard astrogation check. That means 3 purple dice.
3 purple dice.
And the results will determine, because the average travel time is 5 hours. So it could be, oh, there we go, a success. So what does this mean? Travel time. Travel times for jumps at endpoint. Each advantage or threat can reduce or increase a travel time by 15 minutes. Triumph or despair can reduce or increase travel time by an hour. Or cause a hyperspace mishap. Ooh boy. A failed check adds another 2 hours to the base travel time. So basically what you did there was you ensured that this trip is only going to take 5 hours. You didn't get any advantage, so it didn't reduce the time. You didn't get any threat, so it didn't add to the time. And you didn't fail on your astrogation check, bringing you to some place that you did not want to go out of hyperspace. So with Dran going, kind of typing in coordinates on the computer, get you guys all set. You guys are going to arrive in exactly that 5 hour increment.
Maybe we could do it faster on the way back.
True. So coming out of hyperspace, you guys are seeing the planet for the first time, and it looks as if it looks a lot like if you were coming up on planet Earth, but it has a lot more land on it than it does water. And it seems like there's a lot of land that is covered in ice and snow in various parts. And making your way a little bit closer, you start to reach those coordinates that you were given from Captain Renlow, and the ones that Dran had kind of plugged into the computer system. And you guys start to make your descent into the atmosphere and make your way to those coordinates. Coming out of the clouded atmosphere, you open up to where you can see this massive, probably over 1,000-meter high jade pillar that seems to jut out of the crust of the planet. And as you get closer to this location, you can see there are starships like buzzing all around it like a busy spaceport. And I'm going to show you guys a picture of what this place looks like. And I'm going to take it over to you in Roll20 so you guys can see it on your map screen.
Whoa.
So this is what you guys are seeing as you guys approach.
Beautiful.
That is what Vlemoth Station looks like. And I'm going to take everybody here over to that too.
Sounds very impressive.
There you all are. So you'll be able to see this a little bit on Twitch too. And you guys are approaching. It looks like this place is pretty busy. Looks like there's a lot of different vessels coming and going. And you make your way towards Hangar 13. Is there anything that you guys would want to do, or as you guys are making your descent and approach?
Scanning for trouble, maybe.
Okay, you were running some scanners?
Yeah, why not?
What exactly
Just
are
kind
you
of-
What exactly are you looking for?
Good question.
Targeting systems, maybe? Anyone
Yeah.
targeting us?
That's a good idea. Yeah, go ahead and make a I'm going to call this a computers check.
Cool.
We'll call it average with 2 purple.
Yeah, computers check, right? Computers. Cool. Well.
Yeah, I do computers, right?
Yeah.
That worry of danger
Yeah.
causes you to sweat a little bit, Dren. You take a point of strain for that threat. But running the computer scan, you don't see that anybody's like targeting you, or
Cool.
it looks like most of these vessels that are moving in and out are freighters, much like the Phoenix. Looks like this might be doing a lot of trade. You see some small freighter and vessels that are going out, but you don't see any that are... You do see some that have weapons, but you don't see them. There's like none engaged or anything like that that would be targeting or firing at you. But that's all you can glean from that.
Should we also make contact with the Mandalorians so they know that we have arrived?
Yeah, do we have like a comm frequency to hail them on, or?
Not currently. But you were told that somebody would be there to meet you.
Cool.
At Hangar 13.
I guess we just go to Hangar 13 then, right?
All right. Cool. Sure. So you guys make your way, Raven driving, piloting this vessel, landing the Bastion into Hangar 13, where there is currently another spacecraft parked beside where you guys land. You guys open the cockpit, make your way out of the Bastion, and leaning against the airfoil of this other vessel, which you guys can see is a Amanda Motter's shuttle, a spindly figure in blue and green Mandalorian armor is leaning against the vessel. And as you guys come out, he leans off of the vessel a little bit, takes a few steps towards you. Hey, name's Cad Solace. I'll get right to it. I don't like taking these pity jobs. There's a high risk of getting killed, and an even higher risk of not getting paid. He turns his head towards a turbo lift, and he kind of cocks his head a little bit. He's wearing his helmet, but he cocks his head towards Raven a bit. And then he looks, and then you guys hear this sound coming from a turbo lift, or basically an open elevator off the other side. And there are several individuals on it as it comes to a halt at Hangar 13. And Cad quickly turns his head towards that turbo lift. Speaking of getting killed, that lot looks like they want a word with you. And he points to all of you guys.
Why were you followed?
A dozen Weequay and Clatunian mercenaries swarm from the lift and train their blasters all on you guys.
Bloody hell.
Cad throws up his hands. I don't know him! Cad Solus! One of the individuals cries out. A large, prune-faced Weequay shouts, Timo wants to see you. Doesn't care if he sees you dead or alive. The mercenaries chuckle among themselves, bumping each other with their elbows and stuff. Cat, as he's standing there like this, goes, typical. You miss one payment, and then you hear from the other side, blast them all! Blast them!
Are you kidding
And I
me?
need you guys all to roll initiative for me.
Can I, as a free action, can I just kick this man in his ass, like, out of, like, pure rage? Like, just... I'm gonna kick this Mandalorian's ass. I'm gonna kick this Mandalorian's ass.
What, is this a cool vigilance?
Let me see. Let me double check. I think it gives me GM should everybody's rolling vigilance.
Perfect. That's good for me.
Well, it says I'm rolling cool for the bad guys, but vigilance for you guys.
We don't add anything into this, right?
I think so.
I rolled a 0.
Wow.
I didn't even know it was possible.
Yeah, I'm good at the vigilance now.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Whoa.
Oh, those are good rolls, guys. Those are good
Hold on, I
rolls.
gotta fix my business.
I will have Cad, like, technically he's still an NPC, so I'm gonna roll him as NPC.
Are you gonna be able to keep track of his though?
Well, basically, as long it can go any NPC round, but yeah, I can keep track of it. So he's a 1-3. I'll just write that down as a note on my little note card here. Cad a 1-3. That way,
All right, so
he's on there.
what is our roll? Are we doing vigilance?
Vigilance.
Yeah, you guys are
initiative,
using vigilance. There's
And
that
I'm
guy.
upgraded. Am I upgraded for that? 'Cause
Yes, 2 upgrades, unfortunately. Every check you do from
How's that? Oh yeah.
Wait.
Huh. Funny
Whoa.
that.
That is
a
serious.
very interesting roll.
I am so ready.
you
Bring them
are
on.
Right,
Does
ready.
that wash? Like, do they cancel?
They don't
out?
cancel.
Don't
No,
they-
they stay. Like so something amazing happens and something terrible happens. But this is so this is
God.
initiative. So I don't despair. Basically, despair. I don't think does anything on initiative. But the triumph adds a free maneuver. So
Okay.
Yeska, you get a bonus maneuver whenever you take your turn.
This is
guy.
buck wild.
That is an incredible roll. So there are a lot of these guys, but they're minion groups. So I'm gonna roll 3 times for these guys. But those are all minion groups. Okay. So I'm gonna change the combat music, and then I'm gonna show you exactly what these guys look like.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you gotta get an idea
look
of
like-
what.
They look like the third best character from the Clone Wars. Oh no!
Yep.
So let me get you guys. I got some handouts ready for you. We're going to the port. Here we go. So a Weequay, which is what the leader of this guy is, and he's got 2 individuals like next to him that have blaster rifles. This is what a Weequay looks like. So you guys get an idea of what their species is. And these are what Clatoonians look like. They're kind of like dog humanoids. And it looks like there's about a dozen of these dog guys, and
God.
three of these Weequay guys. As they storm in. So let's go ahead and organize our order. And I will double check to make sure that everybody's in the correct order. 2s go before those. We've got a 1-3 that goes before all these 1-2s. Oh, what is happening here?
Carry the 5.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, that was a big roll, Xorrn there. Look at
Yeah. How about that?
that. All right, so I got those guys
enough.
set. I got the turn order up, so you guys are able to see those. PC goes first. In response to this, it looks like these guys aren't very happy, and from the brief conversation, it looks like they're after your your meet and greet buddy, Cad.
How far away are they from us?
Yeah, that's.
They are
what
currently
I'm
in
gonna
long
ask.
range.
Oh, dang it.
Mm-hmm.
Lol.
I gotta read something really fast. I mean, I can go first if no one else wants to go first.
I'll go first. Can I just take some cover? That's what I want to do. I want to find.
Oh yeah, there's
nearest-
shipping crates all around this all around this hangar. So there's a bunch of places to hide or take cover.
Can I take cover in a way that maybe they forget they ever saw me? It's like that way I could maybe jump out later and get one.
You can try. The difficult part is you're blind, and it's going to be really hard because you're basically like looking for cover that you don't know exists. You're going to be holding out your hands probably to try to bump into something probably. But yeah, you can move in a direction. And I would say you can move and then you bump into something and then you kind of duck behind it. You're not sure if they saw you or not because you can't really tell.
It's a glass box that he
Yeah.
Just a stack of window panes.
It's a stack of window panes. Yeah.
Magnifies me.
That's it.
No, I want to do that. I want to try to get some cover.
Okay. Cool. I will say that you
And,
bump into that and you find some kind of shipping container of some sorts and you duck down behind it.
And I want to go ahead and draw, but not ignite my lightsaber and blaster.
Okay. That end your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Can
that
I
brings
go
us
next?
to another PC. Yep.
Okay. You said they're long range, right? And it goes short to long, right? Is the increments?
You've got engaged, then you've got short, then you got medium, then you got long. But one thing to remember in this instance is it takes 2 maneuvers to get from medium to long range in this game. And then it gives you 2 maneuvers to get from long to extreme range.
Okay. So, if I can make a force jump of a short range, but I can have the range increase, so it goes up one range band. So does that make it long range?
So you would get to medium, okay? So basically,
Okay.
So basically, what that would do is mean they're still technically 2 maneuvers away from you. So they would be, because here's the increments. So engaged, you're right next to somebody. Short range, 1 maneuver. Medium range, that would be 2 maneuvers. Then to go from medium to long would be 2 additional maneuvers. So you're looking at 4 maneuvers to get to engaged with them.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So then, what I will do is there. Oh no, I can't even do that because that's too far away. I guess I will just move up twice. So use my 2 maneuvers to move up.
Okay. So you've closed the gap to medium range to them.
Yeah.
So just keep track of your character being at medium range.
And then I will ignite my lightsaber.
Okay.
And then for my... No, because you can only use 2 maneuvers around, right?
You can suffer 2 strain.
Well,
Well,
even if I move twice?
yeah. Even if you move twice, yeah, you can only take 2 maneuvers
Yeah,
unless
that's
you
what I
have
thought.
something that breaks the rules on that.
So then, I guess, yeah, I'll just run up, ignite my lightsaber,
Okay.
and I'll just yell out to him, "Are you sure you want this fight?"
Okay.
And just stand there in like a menacing pose.
Okay. Make an intimidation check for me.
Oh, God.
I think this is going to be. I don't think there's an intimidation. I think it's coercion.
Probably, yeah. I'm
So-
not good at these.
Make a coercion check. I'm going to say it's going to be 3 purple dice for the difficulty.
Okay.
Because they look like they want to shoot something. They're pretty intent.
Oh, coercion? Oh, I'm actually really good at coercion.
Coercion is the equal to
Willpower.
of your... Yeah.
I thought it was cunning. All right.
Oh.
Okay. That weak way that was doing all the talking just shouts to you, and he's like, "Look, we're not here for you. Get out of the way and let us have that puny Mandalorian." That's how he responds.
We're here for him also.
Well, then maybe you can help us. And you hear chuckles from all the rest.
Great. Well, all right. That's gonna end my turn then.
Okay, you got it. So an NPC gets to go. Because you made that successful check, they don't immediately attack you. What happens is one of the minion groups of the Klatooinians moves up 2 maneuvers on their turn. They use their maneuver and their action to move. So basically they are engaged with you right now, Tizo, but it looks like they're running past you. Like they're trying to get a wide arc because you have a lightsaber. But they're trying to go past you, and it looks like they're just following orders. So they get into closer range, and that brings us to our next PC. And you can tell, Tizo, as they're coming up, they're equipped with like blaster pistols, and they would have been out of range anyway. So it looks like they're just trying to get closer to where they can get a shot off.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you mind, Doctor?
Go ahead.
All right. I'm like cursing in Mandoa at this guy. But I'm gonna get in front of him. Take aim.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Who are you going to fire at?
Whoever crosses the line past Tizo first.
You could fire at this minion group of Klatooinians, these dog-like humanoids that are marching. Looks like 4 of them together, just like kind of making their way.
Alright, sorry boys, I've got dibs on this one. Find your own bounty, and I'm gonna shoot.
Okay. This would be medium range for you. So medium range, I believe, is automatically 2 purple for medium.
Yeah.
And these guys are not wearing any armor, I believe. Let me double check. So you won't have any... Yeah, you don't have any setback dice on this.
Alright. I crit.
You crit?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the 2 advantage to crit.
Okay. So that does 11, 12 damage.
Also, oh shit, I think I forgot something. Oh, they've already acted, so that's fine. Yep, that's my turn. So that's.
So I'm gonna throw
damage
this.
and a crit.
I'm gonna throw this at you because your crit is 2 on this gun.
Mhm.
You could crit twice, and on a minion group, a crit automatically kills one of the minions.
Do it.
So you killed 3 out of these 4 Klatooinians as you just go. Just start unleashing on this group. Tizo, you're watching them run by you, and you're almost thinking in your head, "Oh, it's a pity." as all of a sudden, just blaster shots just come right from Raven, and 3 of them just hit the ground, and one of them just standing there shocked and surprised. There's only one of those 4 left.
Yeah, this one's mine. Back off.
He stumbles back just a bit, and that ends that turn, bringing us to another NPC's go. One of the Weequay that was back in the back pulls out the blaster rifle Well, he had the blaster rifle ready. He's going to take aim at Raven, seeing Raven blasting these shots. He's going to go ahead and take a shot because the blaster rifle can hit in long range. So they are going to aim, so that means they get a boost. Long range is 3 purple. 2 setback. Okay. Anything else? Oh, you're muted there, Christy.
I'm also going to take defensive stance, so they have a upgrade.
Upgrade, you got it.
Yes.
1 upgrade. I don't have many of them, but I'm going to use a dark side to upgrade. All good? All right, here it comes.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
Yowza.
So, you take 11 soakable damage,
Ooh.
as this one does hit your armor.
Ooh, alright.
This one suffers a point of strain, which constitutes as a wound for this individual. But, in the process of taking that shot, the gun fires. You see this strange, like, electrical energy, like, shooting up the blaster rifle, and you've seen this happen before, Raven. Something in that gun broke.
Not taking care of your equipment, boys.
He's looking at his right. He gets super frustrated with that
You
despair.
should see someone about that. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Just go see it.
Like half
see
a
a physician.
football field away, going, you guys, your stuff sucks.
The other one that was doing all the talking is going to use his action to maneuver twice as he's heading out, and you can see he's pulling out this massive axe. As he looks like he's just got eyes for Cad, and he's just running straight towards everybody.
Is this the sniper, or is this one of the other?
This was the guy that was doing all the talking.
Oh, okay.
Seems to be the leader of the outfit.
I'm standing in front of Cad, by the way, so he's gonna get to me first.
Okay. The other sniper is going to go ahead and take a shot. Seeing that Raven shot and everything's going out crazy, this one's going to take a shot at Tizo.
One. Alright, I got the dodge. I'm gonna dodge.
Okay.
Hope it doesn't hit.
They are going to aim, so they do get a blue boost. What's the dodge do? An upgrade?
I'm trying to find it. 1 second.
Raven shot first again. I love it.
Dodge. Alright, incidental, suffering from strain. Upgrades difficulty by 1, because I only have 1 rank.
So 3 purple with 1 upgrade. How many setback? 2 for your
I have
armor, or
defense
just 1?
1.
And you have
I have
armored robes, right?
I have defense 1. Yeah. Wait, what? My robes give me defense 1.
I think your lightsaber gives you defense 1.
No.
Doesn't it?
No.
Okay.
That's
gotcha.
Yes, Yeska.
Yeska. Only when he's dueling, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Here comes
When
the
engaged
shot.
with One.
Firing at you, Tizo. Oh! Dang! Oh,
Why?
dang! Yeah. That hits. That does 9, 10, 11,
I'm
12.
going to use reflect on it, so I suffer 3 strain
Okay.
to reduce damage by 2 plus rank, so 4 additional damage reduced.
4 damage reduced, is that what you said?
So I have 4 damage reduced plus 5 soak, so 9 total.
Okay.
So I take 3 damage, right, from the,
That's it? 3 damage?
I believe, right?
Okay. Sounds right. Yeah, you got your soak
Okay.
and your...
Because it
Yeah.
soaks all the damage, and then it's just the plus 3, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
you take 3.
Take 3
But-
3 damage, 3 wounds, but you're going to need to put roll one of those magical criticals on that character sheet, as that triumph
you
is going to
sure?
cash in a crit. Yep,
Are
I'm
you
ca-
sure you want to use it on a crit?
I'm cashing that bad boy in, buddy. Let's see,
Okay.
Dang it.
just a setback on your next
I'm assuming
Skill
that's
check.
combat also. 'cause that's a
Yeah,
skill.
basically your next thing that you do has a black setback on
cool.
it. Yeah.
It's
cool.
not the worst, I guess.
Yeah. Not the worst. Those 3 threat, though, pretty significant. 3 threats pretty significant. Game guides. Let me see. I didn't put Despair and Threat for Starship combat. I didn't put the one in there for just regular combat. Give me 1 second. I've got my little quick guide up here.
Well, Doc, looks like I'm gonna need some more healing from you. Oh boy.
Usually 3
And then we
threat.
shoot him.
Usually 3 threat is pretty significant, so I want to see some examples, so that way I can give you guys the best possible outcome.
Well, and that's threat on
This,
the bad guy, right? Like,
Spending threat and despair.
I was trying to think
Okay.
of something witty to say when Michael came back on, but I had nothing. I've
Well,
outwitted
hey,
myself.
why don't you guys help me narratively? One of the examples it gives you is the active character grants the enemy, or basically it grants you a significant advantage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the next person that tries to go after this guy, you will have 2 boosts to any attack or action.
PC.
The next PC that goes after this particular guy. Basically, he's tuning everything out and so focused on just one thing, he's not looking for any other threats. So anybody else, anybody who's going, you guys will get to add 2 boosts to your attack
And
against
this is
him.
the guy that.
This is the other sniper that's still at long distance. Yeah, you got these 2 snipers just trying to just aim and shoot at you guys, while this other guy's like charging straight forward, and all these dog-like humanoids, Clatoonians, are just heading that way too. And that brings us to the Clatoonians move within short range of Tizo. And they're going to fire at Tizo, and the other Clatoonians are actually going to be running by Tizo. So that's what they're doing on their turn. So, Clatoonians firing at Tizo, that is... they're in short range, so that's 1 purple, 1 setback. You
I'm gonna use
dodging?
a dodge. I'm a dodge
1
again.
upgrade. Gotcha. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, so blaster pistols. All minion group just pull out their blasters and just start firing at you, Tizo. Let's see how this goes. Oh no, not again.
My God, your face.
The dice are killing Tizo over
Tizo
here.
is
No.
Am I
So
rolling
they're-
another critical?
ran out in front of them. It's like I'm gonna fight
It's
you guys.
now all
And they
these
fight
shots
you.
coming at you. A couple of them hit you, but it's only 8 soakable damage.
Well, I'm going
So-
to use my dodge or my reflect again. So I take another 3 strain
Okay.
and I soak all of it. So
Okay.
I don't take any wounds. That makes my soak 9.
Okay, so you can take no wounds, but you're going to have a crit rolled against
Of
you
course I am.
once again as you got another triumph on you.
Wait.
Oh. Compromised. Increased difficulty of all skill checks by 1 difficulty die until the end of the encounter. Oh boy. Oh boy. The other Clatoonians move by. That's all they're doing. And the last NPC to go...
Is Cad
Cad is gonna go.
Help us at all? There we go.
Cad is going to go. He's going to jump in. He sees Tizo getting lit up. Let's see what his range is. Actually, he has a long range too. So he's going to get out this blaster carbine that he has and just step out from behind Raven and just start going and just start blasting towards the Clatoonians that are attacking Tizo. So this weapon has accurate 1, so that means it gets a free boost on his roll. They are long. Well, no, they would move to medium range, so it'd be 2 purple dice, and he's gonna fire, and it didn't work. Let's see if this fixes it.
That's done.
That fixed it.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Dang.
15. Two of these Clatoonians goes down. And there's just two of them left as they were worried about firing at you. And Cad just stays put. Bring us to our final PC.
Yeah, the Mandalorians are living up to their reputation here.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure he's gonna live for long. I'm gonna murder this man.
How bad does Tizo look right now?
Applications.
Not too bad, but you can see that he's starting to breathe really heavy. He's got 8 out of 14 strain. So,
Jeez.
yeah.
All right.
Only 3 wounds currently.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to move up, a little closer to where Tizo is. How far would that put me from him if I?
1 range band up because I moved 2 away from you.
Cool. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, so if you maneuver up a little bit, you would be within short range of him. Yes.
Perfect. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna call upon the Force here. Let's see how this
Channeling the Force.
let's see if I remember how to roll the Force. Well, it's all.
Oh.
This isn't actually gonna achieve what I want.
You're trying to heal, aren't you? And you don't have any light side points to do that
So,
with, do you?
I can flip and make it heal, but my healing won't help the strain at all. Then I'm going to harm.
Lightning again. Oh no!
Oh, going to harm? Okay.
Yeah. So what do I have around me? I've got
You've got
different enemy groups, right?
you've got 2 minion groups of Clatoonians. One has been decimated to just 1, and the other one's been decimated to just 2. So there's 3 guys like standing next to Tizo.
Gotcha. Then I'm gonna go ahead and bust this thing out. I'm gonna flip a destiny point so that I can use this here.
Yeah, and you got to suffer strain and conflict equal to the amount of those that you use.
Okay. I use 1 to trigger the heal the harm. I'm going to use 2 of them to increase the magnitude, and 1 of them to increase. So I'm using all 4.
Using all 4? So, okay,
Yeah.
4 strain and 4 conflict to Dran.
Yeah. Okay. And they would take an amount of damage that is gonna be 8.
They each take 8?
I could hit up to 3 enemies, and they would each take 8 damage. Unsoakable.
Tizo, you're standing there intently watching. You're not sure what's going on behind you, but you feel this strange force rumble. And you're looking over, and the Clatoonians are all dropping their weapons and going. And all 3 of those Clatoonians fall to the ground. Both of those minion groups are gone, wiped. There's only 1 of those minion groups left.
I'll help you in a moment, Tizo. And
Fine.
that's all I can do. End turn.
That brings us to top of the second round with another PC.
Nobody care if I go because I am very pissed off. Okay, so I got a few questions for you, Michael.
Uh-huh.
We have 2 snipers in the back still, right? That's like
Yeah. There's still
like
2 maneuvers
3
away.
Range.
Yeah.
You
You have
1
big-
minion group left.
you have 1 minion group that's within short range of you,
Okay.
but it looks like it's ignoring you and trying to get by you to the other group behind. On the other side of you, you have that guy who was doing all the talking. He's not even looking at you. He's running past you. He's trying to, looks like, go straight for Cad.
So I have if I were to fight the guy that was talking to me,
Yes.
is he within the short range of the minion group?
Currently, yes.
Perfect. I'm gonna go for him.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what I want to do really fast. You need a melee weapon, or is that just range?
What's that?
Can you aim with a melee weapon, or
Yes.
is that just
Yeah.
ranged weapons?
Yeah, you can. It costs you a maneuver to do so.
Okay, and this guy is within.
He's within short range.
All right, so I'm gonna aim for once.
Okay.
One. And then I'm gonna hawk back. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna aim. I'm gonna hawk back swoop.
I was getting ready to call it out.
Yeah, no, I'm a hawk back swoop.
Are you?
I am going. Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Use a destiny point.
Okay. Here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. The Hawk Bat Swoop. That's right.
Everything. So
He sticks his tongue out like Michael Jordan.
Whoa! Whoa! Look at that.
Jeez.
So that's what 14. No, 13 damage. 13 damage.
13 damage to
The guy that was talking.
the guy that was talking. Do me a favor,
Uh-huh.
because he would have had. Technically, you should have upgraded that one because of your crit.
Wait,
and-
also I didn't.
and
put
he would have
purpose in
had-
that.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
realized that. Yeah.
yeah. Re-roll this one. It's gonna be
Reroll the whole thing.
Yeah, re-roll the whole thing because he
Okay.
does have a defense rating, so you're gonna have to add another setback for that.
Gotcha. Another setback.
Yep. And it's gonna be 2 purple upgraded once because of your crit.
Yeah, because of my crit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you have that setback from your first crit that you have to do on this check.
Yeah. I also have that
Okay.
on there.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
Oh my god!
Dang.
Oh my
this dang.
god! Where are all these triumphs coming from?
Aligned. The planets have aligned. That's what's
Yeah.
happening.
Ah!
Jupiter and Saturn are
No,
one, and
they're-
so is their death.
Okay, so
it's
wow.
10 damage.
10 unsoakable damage. Okay, you take a big significant chunk out of him. He is still up.
I'm going to crit him.
Okay. Let me
Can-
go ahead and click on a
Can you
critical
use
injury.
Can you use a triumph to?
It does plus 10 on a crit. If you double it, I basically
can I
add
use a-
10 to the
Can
roll.
I use a triumph to activate my linked quality though? That's what I was gonna ask.
I would say yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that then. That's 20 damage. And
Okay,
crit.
you don't have to crit him then.
Okay.
Go ahead and describe how you hawkbat swoop this guy.
Basically, just you see Tizo just like getting shot from all these different like blasters. Looks up towards the guy that he tried to talk to and not have a conflict with, and just starts to run, jump, and just like spear this guy right in the chest as he falls.
He shouts, the vibro axe goes flying through the air, slides across the floor.
The reason I asked if they were in short range, when I
Yes.
crit or get a killing blow on something, I can use a maneuver, so I take 2 strain,
Okay.
to use a terrifying kill.
Okay.
I have to spend a destiny point.
Okay. Can
Hold on,
can you do that because you spent a destiny point to upgrade your attack and you can only spend 1 destiny point per turn?
Okay. You can only do it once per. Dang.
So that might be the kicker in your plan.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was once per like action thing.
Mm,
Can
it's
we
just-
get that back, or is that just now?
Honestly, looking at the roll, all it would have done was take one of those yellow dice and made it a green dice.
Triumphs away from me.
So it would take 1 point of damage away, basically.
Uh huh.
It's not really going to matter. The guy's going to still be dead. So I will allow it since
Okay,
we needed to clarify that ruling again anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That
If
was
you
okay,
spend a
yeah.
destiny point during your turn, you cannot spend another
Spend a
destiny
second-
point
gotcha.
during your
Okay.
turn. Yeah.
Okay. So then I use the one triumph that I did have to activate linked.
I'm
Do
gonna
the
get
18 damage instead.
I'm gonna
20.
give you your point back.
Gotcha. And then
So
I
that
will
way you guys
then
have
use
it.
that destiny point to activate my
Oh
terrifying
yeah. So
kill.
you're gonna use that and do the terrifying kill then. Okay.
Yeah, so I roll, basically what I do is when I kill something, or incapacitate, or inflict a critical injury,
Mm-hmm.
you roll force no greater than your force rating, and you spend force to inflict 1 strain on each character within the short range of the target. So that's why I was asking
Oh, okay.
who
Okay.
was in range of this
Yeah.
character.
This group of Clatoonians are within short range. Yeah. So you can roll your force dice then.
Going to use all of that.
Okay.
So
All of it. So
yeah.
well,
Wait.
you flip the destiny point, so you can't use the 3 dark
Oh.
side,
Right.
but you can use the 2 light side.
So then everything within short range of the target takes 2 strain.
Everything. So all 4 of those Clatoonians
Except-
take 2
except for
strain,
me.
but to
Yeah.
Clatoonians, since they're minions, those count as wounds.
Yeah.
So-
all of them take 2.
All of them take 2 wounds. You got it.
As this like force wave of like this wave of force just like emanates from the guy that I just killed.
Yeah, they don't want anything to do with you. You can tell like most of them were trying to ignore you if they could, just to get around you. But now things have escalated quickly. they don't want anything to do with you. That's it. Just keep on sneaking by. Yeah, awesome round. Awesome round.
Oh, yeah.
That brings us to a second PC.
Who's still like coming at us as a group?
There are 2 snipers, long range, in the back. And there's 1 group
Okay.
of Clatoonians that seem to be terrified of Tizo.
And they're in the back.
The Clatoonians are
Far.
medium range, the snipers are in long range.
Okay. Not doing anyone any good. And I'm gonna take a point of conflict for my pride, for my positive aspect, because I can't just sit and hide all this is happening.
Okay.
And so I'm going to stand up and vault over whatever thing I was hiding behind and ignite my lightsaber
Okay.
and start heading my way towards these Clatoonians.
Okay. It will take 2 maneuvers to get to them. Would you want to suffer the 2 strain so you still have your action when you get there?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so suffer 2 strain and you can move up to them. Now, hearing Tizo's lightsaber, you're like focused in on that sound, and you head over to where you can hear greater huffs and puffs of these individuals who don't seem to be too happy about Tizo throwing that purple lightsaber around and hacking their leader down to the turf.
And how many did you say there were?
This is a group of 4.
All right, I'm just gonna lunge at the huffing and puffing grunting sounds.
Okay, sure. So you're gonna make a lightsaber attack.
What's
It's
my
gonna
difficulty
be
on
your difficulty is 2 purple.
that? And I've got 2
No,
upgrades on that.
and 2 upgrades because of your blindness, and that is it.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
This is
Interesting.
Hot dice today.
Unfortunate.
So yeah, unfortunately the lightsaber does not make contact as you're heading towards those individuals. 3 advantage. Is there anything you'd like to spend those 3 advantage on?
Is there a way that I can, like, put them off balance or at disadvantage because they're having to dodge out of the way of my lightsaber strikes?
Sure. I would say that anyone... We could pass those off as anybody who attacks this crew, just like that other sniper. They get 2 blue boosts on their attack with those advantage.
Yeah. And
Since
I'll
there's
use
3
one of
advantage there.
those advantage to heal a strain.
Okay.
And then pass the 2 blue boosts onto whoever's next.
What the Despair is going to do is... Because Yeska doesn't really... He's not seeing the whole field of combat. He's going towards these Clatoonians. He's with his lightsaber and missing them all. They're dodging out of the way. But now he's put himself like in front of all these Clatoonians. So if you guys try to shoot at the Clatoonians, what it's going to do is you do get the 2 blue boosts, but it's going to upgrade your attack by 1 because he's in the way and you're trying to navigate around him. So that's what the Despair means on that roll.
That is so good.
Just flailing in front of him.
Yeah, it's like just flailing. Oh, I heard you.
Picture Blinken from Robin Hood Men in Tights. Just
That's it. That's so good.
did I get one?
So I took all the dead NPCs off, so that means there's another PC goes immediately right after this. So we still got Dran and Raven that can go on this round of combat. Whoever would like this slot.
I'm just gonna shoot. Do you want something? All right. I'm going to. How far are the snipers?
Long range.
You know what?
They don't seem to have any interest in getting closer. And
That's fine.
now they're watching everybody fall. You watch them like look towards each other, then back at you guys, and the one looks at his gun and so one.
Oh, that's right.
They're starting to second guess themselves.
That's fine. I've got things to deal with long range. I'm pretty decent at sniping, so I'm going to take aim at one of the snipers and shoot.
Okay. Okay. You aiming for the one that's gun is malfunctioning or the one that's the other guy?
Let's go with the other guy.
All right.
Because the one that's struggling, I want to freak him out a bit more, so...
Okay.
Seems well enough.
Fantastic. So you can go ahead and fire at this guy. It's going to be long range, so that's 3 purple.
But it's 2 purple for me
It's
because...
2 purple for you because Raven.
Because Raven. Do I get the boost or no? Not because these are the snipers, not the other group.
Yeah, it's the other group has the boosts.
Gotcha.
The other
Well, I
group
am
that did
aiming,
have
so-
boosts or got wiped out, so they don't they
Alright.
no longer exist.
Boop. Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh
Honey.
my
Oh
gosh.
boy. Oh boy. That's a biggie. Let me let me see what these guys can even do. Okay, he
15
can
damage.
soak 4. So that's 11. Not gonna cut it. You take him down in 1 shot. So go ahead and describe it, Raven.
I want... Since we're playing snipers, I'm going to use my scope and aim down his scope and shoot him through the eye.
Oh! As they're starting to second guess themselves back there, he starts to shrug off this notion of maybe I should run, and he looks down that scope, and just as he gets the target right to you, he sees he's looking right down the barrel of your carbine, and there's just this red glow. And he looks over at the other guy and has this massive hole through where
and
his
a
eye
bunch
was.
Of glass shattered from the scope. blasting
Yeah,
in his
it's
face.
blasting all over his face. And the other guy looking at his guns like just eyes wide as the other guy falls to the floor.
Ooh.
You still technically have a couple advantages there and a triumph. You can narratively describe or use those at your leisure.
I'm going to pass one forward so the doctor gets one. I'm going to boost Tizo. Because he seems to need it. And for the triumph... what's our surroundings like? Are we like... We're like in the
right?
we're in a hangar bay,
Yeah,
right?
in a hangar bay, lots of shipping containers all around. The other Mandalorian shuttle vessel is there, parked next to the Bastion. And on the opposite side, there was the kind of an open elevator platform that just stopped, and these guys were all just getting off of it, pouring onto the hangar.
Is that the only exit point? Is that elevator the only exit point to get out of here?
It looks like there's multiple elevators.
All right, then that one in particular, I want it to be busted with like the shrapnel.
Oh, excellent. Actually, you know what? What happens is the body of this guy slams down and then it rolls over and gets caught between some of the mechanisms where the elevator attaches to the hangar and goes and gets stuck.
Nice.
Or it just keeps like opening and closing.
It's like bing, bing, bing. It's so good.
That's fun.
Oh, wow. Very good.
Fantastic.
Well done. Fantastic turn. Anything else you wanted to do, or is that it? You use your maneuver to
still
aim, right?
Yeah, I use my maneuver to aim, so I don't. Yeah, I'm good.
You could spend 2 strain and do another maneuver if you want.
Nah, I'm good.
No.
I can
Okay.
swing.
Okay, you got it. That brings us to an NPC. Cad's gonna go. He's just gonna fire. He's gonna... You hear him say to you, "Hey, that's a pretty nice shot." And you watch him do the same thing. He like looks and aims down his gun and is gonna fire at that other sniper that's left over down there.
Flattery's not going to help the conversation we're having after this.
I figured it wasn't. He's aiming, so he gets a boost. Like, he didn't even look over to you when he said that. He's firing.
Yeah, Raven didn't look up from her scope either while
wait.
they're having this conversation. They're both just...
He was supposed to have another boost on that, so I'm going to go ahead and roll him another boost to see if it makes it a success. And it does.
Okay.
And that's a
all those
lot of advantages. And he can crit on 2. 10. See how much soak these guys have. Okay, he's going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3. He's going to crit a 3 times 3 on this guy. So that means that's a plus 30 on the critical.
And this is on malfunction sniper?
Yeah. Increase difficulty on all presence and willpower checks by 1. Difficulty die until the end of the encounter. So it doesn't really affect him right now, but that critical is on there. A fearsome wound as he gets shot. He drops the gun in the distance and holds his shoulder, and you hear Cad just say, "Ah, damn."
You need to get it done.
I was seeing all that flickering from that gun. Distracted me just the slightest bit. And that ends Cad's turn. Bring us to another NPC, which I think I've only got 2. There's 2 slots left. So I have the Clatoonians, right? Clatoonians get to go, and that last sniper. Yeah, the last sniper is going to go first, but he has no gun and he's very badly hurt. He uses a maneuver to get on the. He gets on the elevator as he panics.
Oh, no.
And begins to press buttons. And you hear... And it goes nowhere. And he's going to go ahead and suffer... Well, he can't. Because he doesn't have strain. And if he suffers 2 strain to go grab that gun, he will pass out. So he doesn't. so that's he can't even pick up the other guy's gun. He's just in that elevator, and the whole time he's holding his wound. And he's going, "Oh, why is it sticking out there? Going,
Just like spamming the closed door button.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Poor guy. The Clatunians move a little bit closer to Dran, and they're gonna fire at Dran as they see him choking
So
out.
they just ignore me.
My armor will give them.
Oh wait, yeah, no, you're standing right next to him. Yeah, they're gonna try to attack you because you're standing right there.
Okay.
That would make way more sense.
Teacher, you didn't give us any homework.
So, Clatunians, they are engaged with you currently. So they're actually going to maneuver back a little bit from you. They're going to go off to the side
right.
of the rest of the group.
We're
And
engaged. January wedding.
because all they got are blaster pistols. What am I adding to this?
It's
2 setback?
one setback.
Okay.
Because I'm not engaged with.
Right, with
one-on-one.
one-on-one. Gotcha. So one
But
purple,
I
one
do
setback.
have my coat.
Okay, and that gives you the setback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they're going to go ahead and fire at you. And nothing. A wash.
I just like I can hear them moving around, and so I just kind of juke.
It's almost like you still think they're standing next to you, so you're still like attacking the air. And because you're moving around, they're just like.
So instead of screaming wildly, I imagine Yeska is more disciplined than that, and so I'm imagining Yeska is like just kind of flowing through some, lightsaber or sword forms that he knows, and just like he manages to kind of like swing low and lunge at still nothing, hoping.
Well, actually, during that lunge, you feel yourself hit something. And Tizo, you guys are all watching. He basically just destroyed one of these storage bins that's sitting there. It just gets hacked in half, and part of it slides off, and you see that orange glow from where the lightsaber cut through the metal. Somebody's luggage just got destroyed.
No,
Did you see
that's
it? I
the
got
worst.
one.
Nice.
And so like just as I do that, it zips by me.
Perfect. Our last PC round.
All right, I'm gonna run up to Tizo. I'm looking down at my hands, a little bit appalled at what I've done recently, but I'm gonna try to channel the healing powers of the Force again here.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Oh, much better. Look at that.
Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna spend 4 of those. 1 to trigger. I'm gonna spend 1 to. Is there anybody within short range that's wounded besides Tizo? Raven is a little bit. Cool.
Raven's in long distance from you because
Yeah, I think Raven did take a sniper shot.
to where the snipers
He
were.
moved up to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeska and Tizo are up there ahead.
Gotcha.
I'm still in medium range, and Tizo's all the way in long range.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Right.
let's get Tizo here. So Tizo will
That's
heal.
what it says in my head map.
Tizo will heal 8 wounds and 8 strain because I only used light side to heal him.
Ooh, look at that. Channeling the
Heals me to
Force.
full and only 2 strain now.
Nice, Dran. Look
Come
at
on,
that.
Tizo, get up! There's a battle to finish.
You have some maneuvers if you'd like to use them, Dran.
I am going to try to take cover.
Okay. Yeah, you can find a luggage bin that hasn't been sliced open by Yeska over there. Sure.
Well, actually, you know what? I had to use a maneuver to get up to Tizo. I had to use a maneuver to get up to Tizo, so
I'm sure there's a few.
Oh, you already used your maneuver to get to
Yeah.
him? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Top of round 3 with a PC.
And I'll go if no one else wants to.
No, you can, yeah.
These doors that the individual is on, like the elevator that he's on, how far away?
There's
from
not
that
really
is
any
he?
doors. Imagine
just
a
flat
floating
platform.
disc, like a flat
Gotcha.
metallic platform, but the guy's body got like stuck in between where it would like
Gotcha.
meet. So now it's just like stuck there and it's not moving anywhere. It's just it's an awkward position for somebody's corpse to get stuck in.
Gotcha. So how many maneuvers would it take me to get within medium range of him?
You are currently already in medium range with him.
Oh.
It would take you 2 maneuvers to get into gauged range with him. if you'd like to do
Nah,
that.
I don't need that.
Okay.
I want to do something else that I have never done before.
Okay.
So
This guy is
going to
panicking.
look around.
He's trying to yank this body out from in between the elevator platform.
I'm trying not to pass out.
And he's holding onto his arm while he's doing it. Like he's got this massive wound from where Cad shot him.
I'm just staring at him, and is there any, like, you said these, like, there's these containers around. What silhouette would you say they are? Like one?
Varying silhouettes, but yeah, mainly one. They'd probably be they'd come up to like your waist, or
Okay.
some of them come up to your shoulder height. These massive
if there's a
metal
silhouette-
storage
if there's a
bins.
silhouette 1 or 2. I'm gonna try and force move.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, one of each.
Force yeet.
You gonna cast yeet?
What the heck?
Oh.
Force? Anyways, I'm going to be using the dark side.
Okay, there you go. You're gonna need
so
to
I
flip.
spend-
You gotta flip a destiny,
Yeah.
and then determine how many of them you want to use to see how much. For each dark side you use, you suffer a point of strain and a point of conflict as you
So-
tap into the dark side, tempting you.
He's a medium range away from me, so I have to use 1 for the upgrade of range. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a silhouette 2 object at him if I can.
God.
So I have to upgrade it twice.
Silhouette 2. That's like the size of like your land
A
speeder.
land speeder, yeah.
Yeah. So this massive storage container is gonna go flying towards this guy.
So I take 2 strain and 2 conflict for that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm just going to. Dran, especially Dran, knows this. I kind of close my eyes for a second, focus on the object that I'm going to be throwing, and then you see the object just lift up, and this is a sizable thing, you know?
Mm.
And then I just move my hand towards the individual, and it goes flying towards. And it does 10 times the silhouette value, so that's 20.
Does it just hit? Like you don't have to roll to. It just
I
hits.
roll the thing. Yeah,
Oh
it just hits.
Jesus! So this guy over here, he's holding his shoulder. He's trying to pull the other guy's dead body, and all of a sudden he looks up and sees this massive storage container just.
Nope, I do have to make a ranged combat check.
You do have to. Yeah, I was gonna say you. If you hit, then you do the damage. Right?
Range. Yeah. All right.
If
Okay.
only Tizo was agile.
So the range is
Right.
medium.
Good.
Medium is a 2 purple difficulty
Okay.
for a medium ranged on a ranged attack. Yeah.
You also have a boost from me.
Right.
Oh
And then I have 1
jeez.
upgrade from the.
You know, just because I feel sorry for this guy, I want to upgrade that once because of
This is
that.
so cool, though, Michael.
That's a pity upgrade. Yeah, I know it is cool, and I want to see it happen, but I feel sorry for this poor soul.
I don't. It just says ranged attack, so I don't know if that means light or heavy. I'm gonna use heavy since it's a career skill, but I don't have any points into it. So.
Okay, that's
is that
fair.
fine?
Yeah, we'll use that
don't
until we see if there's a
figure out
better
what-
rule for that. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Now, of course, it doesn't do extra damage. It just does 20.
It just does the 20.
Yeah.
20 is by far more than what he has as a wound threshold. So you guys watched this massive storage container just pelt this guy. You can't even see him because the storage container is way bigger. And then the storage container just disappears off the back of the elevator and then falls.
I forgot about that.
Because it's open in the inside. So just... and he's no longer there.
I just look over at Trent and be like, I didn't think that through.
That was impressive.
I hope no one was underneath that.
Trust in the Force, Tizo. Trust in the Force.
Is that all?
my turn.
That's your
Yeah.
turn? Another PC can go.
Oh, by the way,
All
I
that's
used the
left are that group of
advantage.
Clatoonians.
I use the advantage to heal 1 strain.
Heal 1 strain, you got it.
From being shot at and doing my kind of kata, it has kind of like centered me, and so I'm going to use the force and to
Okay.
use farsight,
Okay.
so I can use my normal senses, and I'll spend light or dark to ignore effects of darkness or blindness.
Okay. I'm gonna let you guys let you know this before you do this, Yeska. Just to
Okay.
using the Force does count as an action during combat. So
Okay.
so basically, if you're using this and then want to attack, you won't be able to. You won't be able to attack the same turn. Is basically what I'm saying. Which I don't understand
That's fine.
how Farsight. I'm gonna have to read the details on the rules a little bit because it makes it complicated. Why would you want to use the Force? Oh, you do have something that prevents that?
So this is the basic power.
Okay.
But with my last bit of experience that I got from previous game, I purchased an upgrade called Duration.
Nice.
So I can.
That's perfect.
I
Yes.
can spend that to increase by duration rounds or minutes. So
Okay.
you know,
So
this is the one round that I can be able to see.
right. But now you'll be able to
And-
see next round too. So therefore, you already have your Force in place. Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, focusing on the Force, Yeska, you begin to see the battlefield, and you can see these four. It's difficult to see like the nature of their forms, but you can definitely see these four hostile forms that have been making all those sounds. And you still have maneuvers if you'd like to use them. Potentially
I'm
too.
going to move up so where I'm engaged with them.
Okay. Perfect. Any other things that you'd like to do? You want to spend 2 strain to take an additional maneuver? No? All right. Another PC may go. All we got left, I think,
Are
is
the
Raven and...
Is anyone are they engaged right now?
They are engaged with Yeska. Yeska moved up towards these Platoonians.
So they're medium for me?
Yes.
Or are they still long?
They're medium. They moved up.
They're medium.
Mhm.
Alright, then I'm going to use my jetpack and get into short range.
Okay. Are you landing or are you staying a flight?
I'll land.
Okay.
Just kind of bunny hop.
Bunny hop with the jetpack.
Bunny
You hear Cads. Oh, fancy.
Mm-hmm. Quite.
You could got a good look at him. He doesn't have a jetpack.
Get wrecked. That can only be one. Yeah, I'm going to use strain to aim and shoot at the group, I suppose.
Okay. You do need to upgrade this one extra time because Yeska is currently engaged.
All right.
It makes it a little bit trickier with ranged attacks when that happens.
Is this the group that gets 2 boosts, or is that different?
Yes, this is the boost group.
Okay. You know what? Since we seem pretty hefty on the Destiny, let's join you there. Do 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 do.
Good God.
That's an extra 4 damage on top of that, because I'm in short range. So it's 19 damage?
19 damage? Okay, so Yeska is approaching these guys. He can now use the Force, he can see them, but Yeska, you're watching as these other quick flashes of light seem to be resonated in your Force vision as one of them impacts one of these creatures and you watch it go "Ugh!" and fly over the back of one of these storage containers. Then you see another one go "Ah!" all around you. You can feel the blasters like zinging by you. All 4 of them lying
Oh, could
dead.
I leave one for him? Could I leave one for him?
You could spend those 2 advantage to leave one badly injured.
I will leave one badly injured for because I feel like he just used the force for nothing, and I feel Christy feels bad. Also, like, also wants to see him fuck shit up. So I will leave.
You're gonna leave
I'm
the
gonna
runt
leave.
of the litter.
Okay.
I mean, he's the biggest guy, but he's like hurt. I left the biggest guy for you. I promise. With that
kill.
advantage. Yeah.
Cad rushes up next to you, Raven. It's like, what in the world are you doing? And pulls up his gun.
Stop! Let him have it!
You jam the gun out away and he shoots the ground. What are you doing? And that's his turn. And then the
Space Dad, don't even.
The last Clatoonian gets to go. And he he starts running towards the elevator. All of a sudden, how far does your range of your sight go, Yeska, when you're foresight? Is it medium? Yeah, so you can still see him, but he used his maneuver and his action to basically dash. So he's 2 maneuvers away from you as he's running. And that brings us to the last PC of this round. I think that's Dran, right?
Probably me.
Yeah.
How far is Yeska from me?
Currently, I think from where you moved up,
long range, so that's 2
you moved up the last turn, so you're within short range of him now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try then to call upon some battle meditation here in the Force. Let's see how this thing goes, huh?
Ooh, battle meditation on Yeska. Oh, the dark side has been big tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is not a problem. Not a problem. I am gonna definitely use battle meditation here. This will add. I'm gonna spend one of these to trigger it. One of these to add 2 additional successes to the next. Action by Yeska
that's
here.
big. 2 additional successes on your roll, Yeska.
And I think I'll.
Unless Tizo comes in, I'll go first.
Well, so here's the. Yeah.
I thought about it.
I will fight you, Derek. I could have killed them all. Let fucking Yeska have it. Damn it.
Yep. Destiny point make this happen.
Yep, flip that destiny point. Make sure you add your strain and conflict for taking the dark side to utilize this ability.
That's it. I think I could affect other people in short range, but I suspect this battle is going to be over pretty soon.
There's one individual left, and he's running to an elevator that doesn't even work.
Yeah. End turn!
Okay. So, basically, you just gave him 2 free successes with your battle meditation?
Yeah.
You got it. All right. That brings us to the top of the 4th round. Any PC may go. Sure, yes, you may go.
So, I see, I'm finally ready to fight these guys. They all get shot down, and then the last one just, chickens out, and
yep. He's running.
Booking it towards the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Is he running past me?
I'm basically just turned around and ran back, you know? He just beat feet.
I was just wondering to know,
he's taking off.
Am I between him and the elevator, or is he between me and the elevator?
He is between you and the elevator. He can see the elevator. He can get there next round.
All right.
Oh, I can see it. It's right there.
I'm gonna run after him.
Okay.
And I had already pulled out my dueling blaster, and I'm just gonna shoot him.
Okay, so you're just doing one maneuver to move towards him, and then firing, or are you just gonna shoot from? Okay, you got it.
Because I've been short range.
Short range. Okay, so it's 1 purple die. Your difficulty. Okay. And your
no upgrades.
You can upgrades this time.
For my blindness.
Because you can see them through the force. Yep. So Yeska takes aim. And Yeska.
Boom.
You could actually have rolled a boost on top of that because it's a accurate 1 weapon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So if you want to roll a boost just to see if anything changes or makes it even better, and plus you got 2 extra successes because of battle meditation. On top of that,
That's 12 damage.
so it's 12 damage,
And
and the boost doesn't really help this time. But go ahead and describe how you take this guy down, Yesko.
I'm running after him, and like on the run, I shoot at him, and I shoot out his ankle. And
Okay.
he falls onto the crate that I slashed open,
Okay.
and just like his neck falls onto the kind of steel
Oh.
edge of the crate. It just
Ouch.
beheads himself.
Oh. Yeah, the head falls into the crate, and the body is like laying outside of it. Cauterized perfectly. And that will finish up this combat
And then I
encounter.
will twirl my pistol and holster it and go. At least I got one.
And quickly, as soon as that falls, you see Cad rush over to that individual that was doing all the talking and start rooting through his belt pouch. And he grabs something off his belt pouch and tosses it towards Raven. Feels like a bunch of credits. Thanks. That meeting could have gone a lot better. He kind of slings his carbine back over his shoulder as he's looking at all of you. Thanks for the help. We best get you all dirt side before the station security decides to detain us. Vera's not going to like this one bit.
Let's go.
I'm just staring at him angrily.
All right, he looks towards his vessel. Unfortunately, I don't have enough room for all of you. You mind following me?
Sure.
And he gets into his vessel. I have an image of his vessel I'd like to show you guys. I think I do.
He seems like a nice enough guy.
Yeah, he's lucky I didn't throw his starship at him.
I'll show you what this looks like. Oh, I thought I put it in there, but I guess I put it in ships and vehicles. Yeah, here's what his looks like. Show it to players, show to everyone. That's what his shuttle looks like.
Cool.
It's one of those ones where the wings, like when it lands, shift up like this, but when it takes off, they shift down and then begin to fly. So that's what his vessel looks like. Oh, I forgot to show Twitch. I'm sorry, Twitch. Here you go. I will show everyone. There you are. You'll see behind the screen there for a second. As you'll see what his looks like. So he gets in his vessel and begins to lift off as you guys get in. Don't forget, you guys can make your simple or discipline, was it? Simple discipline or cool? Discipline or cool, I believe it was.
Right, yeah.
We usually
At the end of the encounter, if you have any strain. I'm just seeing what Jim put in the chat.
That's why I was shaking my head.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Whoa! Yeah, any success
Successes,
can be
right?
a remove strain. Yeah, it's only successes on this one,
All
this
right, well,
check.
that really
Wow,
don't
look
like
at all of you. At least
Shake
2
off,
strain off
yeah.
of everybody. Yeah, look at that. Shake off that battle.
I'm gonna use one of my stim packs and heal up.
Okay. Perfect.
As we get onto the ship, Doc, I have some more things I need you to look at.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Right.
running up there in front of everybody, wasn't the play.
It was
not
brave.
The right
It was
move.
courageous. I admired your vigor.
Take a seat, Tizo. Get some.
As we get on, I'll kind of turn to Raven and go, "Did you see? I got one."
You did. It was very impressive. You're getting better.
I know that you teed me up for that, but thank you.
Anytime. Count this, and I hand him the credits.
Is there any kind of
I'm
physical,
I'm assuming that
or is
the
it just
credits.
like
Braille.
is it just like a coin that has like a digital display?
I kind of like
Because I think the
Aren't
coins
the
on the
It's not
digital
like gold
display.
coin.
I think
There's
they're kind of like I think they're
There's
kind
tons
of
of different ones.
there's
So-
different
Like
ones. I think they
calamari
can.
flan.
Yeah.
There's some kind of random coinage. Some of it's different. It seems like it might come from different areas of the galaxy. So
Oh.
you're not 100% sure as you're feeling around. You're like, you could take a guess.
I have a thing. Hold on. I have my translator. So
Okay.
hopefully my translator can just scan the coin and then tell me, you know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
where
your
it's
translator.
from.
Your translator scans that most of these are actually from Tatooine. Some pieced in from other areas, but one thing is definitely for certain: they all came from Hut space. And there's 500 credits here.
Okay. So I guess I would divide that, whatever 500 divided by 4 is.
Okay.
125.
Thank you.
Nice, thank you.
So everyone gets 125 more credits.
Nice.
So you guys are flying down towards the land here from this hangar.
And I'm patching teas while we do this.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'll
what's your
pilot.
worst,
I'll let the boys do their thing, and I'll follow Cad.
It's compromised and it's 2 purple.
Oh, trying to heal his critical injury. Yeah.
Yeah, if we
I'm
can,
gonna-
Michael.
hope that the
It might
fix
be,
is on my
but it
side.
might be easier for you to just wait till you land. You'll get
Okay.
an opportunity to
Okay.
probably because you're in
Sure.
a
Bumpy
kind of tight
ride.
cockpit, and it's only going to take you a little bit of time to get down there. And basically, you guys make your way down to a valley where he sets down his vessel, and you guys land basically right beside him. There is a massive hill, and you guys got a little view of this place. On top of the hill, there are what look to be many dome-like structures, some bigger than others, on the top of this hill. But there isn't any indication of a place where there's a clear landing site. So he brings you down into the valley where it's a little bit clearer of trees and lands you down into that section. You can see about a mile away from you, there is a massive range of snow-covered mountains. And on the other side of that, it almost seems like it's just white. Like there's like a tundra or something on the opposite side of these mountains. It's just all snow covered. It's very cold here. Like even though you guys are in a greenery area, it's chilly. I would say somewhere in the ballpark of, 35, 40 degrees as you guys land and get out of your spacecraft. That gives you an opportunity there if you guys would like to do the
Sure.
this short rest, and yeah, you can flip a destiny point and take that destiny point will be yours for this check. Sure.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
With that triumph, you can heal 2 critical injuries.
You did it,
Oh,
You are amazing.
Doctor.
someone hand me the fusion cutter.
Cutter.
Put some bones in the way.
We'll just cut the bones out. You don't
Just
need them.
superficial stuff. I don't think I need.
You have like hundreds more. It's fine.
Cad looks at you. Raven is like, "Don't you use that to repair starships? Not people, right?"
The doctor has his ways. I don't question it anymore.
Wow, that actually
Repairs.
does feel a lot better. Thank you.
So good, yeah,
That was
Tizo.
a really impressive roll, man.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
And that takes away all
Yeah, no
of
injuries.
your. That's really good. All right, let's get rid of this busy spaceport and get us into some more foresty sounds. You guys.
I love how Roll20 just shit on us for like the first 10 sessions of this game, and now suddenly it's like, oh,
Yeah.
you're playing.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Roll20's like,
Let
here
me
you guys
help."
go.
Here you go.
You guys rolled
Here you go.
so
Oh,
many
my God.
triumphs tonight. I mean, it's been crazy how many triumphs have been popping up.
You Usually we get like maybe 1 or 2 if we're lucky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you guys make your way there, and Cad kind of looks at all of you. Well, now that you're on the up and up, we got a little bit of hiking to do, but just right on top of the hill.
What the hell was that back there, though?
You know,
Like, no heads up whatsoever? Like, what the hell?
you know, I really don't like to talk about it. So I won't. And he just starts walking.
All right, then I'm going to, I'm going to punch him in the back of the head.
Okay. What are you doing?
We're having a conversation. Don't walk away from me. We can walk and talk.
Listen, okay, so I did a couple jobs, right? And my ship got damaged a little bit.
All right.
So I needed some repairs. I got some repairs done. I didn't have all the money to pay for it. I missed a few payments, okay?
How many payments? How much?
Just like 2, maybe? I think I, give or take, probably like 3,000 credits worth, maybe.
And you didn't think to inform our contact that there was a potential for this? Missing that much from your load. You know how these people work.
You
I'm
know,
assuming.
once you meet Vera, you'll get it.
Also, why didn't we just meet here instead of at the spaceport? We could have just avoided that whole thing.
And how was I supposed to know I could trust all of you?
She's another Mandalorian. You're not supposed to trust each other?
Ugh. He just looks. You can see him look towards her and then back to you.
Raven also does that.
And to your shock, because you guys have been shocked to see this, he removes his helmet and puts it under his arm. And you can see he's a younger Mandalorian. He's younger male, probably 24 to 26, somewhere around that ballpark. Dark hair.
Is he human?
Yeah.
Isn't that the equivalent of pulling down your pants in your culture? Like,
No, I take off my helmet.
mooning
Oh,
people.
Raven takes off her helmet.
Why is everybody
I feel kinda-
quiet all of a sudden? I don't.
The cat's
Kinda
like,
feel left
yeah, I
out."
don't get it either.
take off my shirt. I mean, you know.
That's not I am just a little bit more cautious with my identity as a bounty hunter, that's all. I only show the people I trust. Not that I trust this one, but I trust you 3.
Oh, you do a little bountying too?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what got me in this mess in the first place, but...
Sounds like you're not very good at it then.
Alright, I've never had this problem.
What the Hutt thinks the Hutts think they're going to come after us? Psh, good luck.
Alright. Let's go.
All right. So you guys start following him. He walks up this hill,
And I
passing.
kind of lean over to Drain and go, "What just happened?"
Oh, that's right. The guy took his helmet off.
What? I thought they weren't supposed to do that.
I think they just need to feel comfortable, you know.
Well, at least he feels comfortable with us.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
We just saved
I
his
think
ass.
back to just the chaos that unfolded over the past 30 minutes.
I think he can trust us. We just saved him from death, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys continue to move through up this hill. He leads the way. Not really conversing too much unless you guys want to have like a role-playing opportunity here and talk to him a little bit. That's totally up to you if you guys choose to do that.
Eager to get to the settlement.
I probably end up putting my helmet back on because it's cold. and I'm
Okay.
my scanners.
Sure, you got it.
It's like after you cut your hair short, after having it long,
Yeah.
it's like your whole head feels cold.
Right.
I'll wait till we're inside.
That used to be exposed.
I'll wait till we're inside. This seems unnecessary.
Tizo feels great because he has a thermal blanket thingy or a thermal cloak.
I also have a thermal cloak, but I left it on the Phoenix, so
Cad kind of
That's not
turns
over.
around, and's like, how
Thermal
could
cloak
you
just
forget
sounds
your
like a
thermal
blanket.
cloak?
we've had a lot going on. All right, I don't
The
know.
other
We
car.
don't normally leave our other ship. This ship's not our main.
That's not your main ship? That's a pretty
No.
nice vessel.
Yeah, she's all right.
Is anyone cold? Do they need
Vera's been looking for vessels. She might be able to offer you some credits for that.
We'll have to talk about that then, if we survive.
Mhm. Yeah, she's been busy. We're trying to accumulate some more starships and things like that. We're trying to see if we can expand what we got going on here.
What do you have going on here?
Just simple mercenary work. Guns for hire, we're good at it. That's what we do. I saw what you could do. You could probably pull in a lot of credits yourself.
I have, yes. But this is a little bit bigger than that, isn't it?
So what clan are you from anyway?
Rook.
Rook. Huh. Our clan left Mandalore before I was born.
Really?
Yeah, I
Have you
don't
been
know.
to the home planet?
I've never been, no. I guess clan politics. Apparently some Mandalorians didn't want to fight for a living, and the ones who did had a cause. And
It's complicated there, messy. I'm not missing much right now.
and so we came out here just to keep it simple. Make our own way in the universe,
Okay.
And you guys begin to approach the top of the hill. You walk towards the base of the hill, and you see a group of middle-aged Mandalorians in a womp rat pile, punching, pulling, shouting, and laughing at each other until a Balo ball squirts out from the pile and lands at Cad's feet. One of the young Mandalorians recognizes Cad and shouts, "Mir Shupla! We've got room for one more!" And Cad deftly juggles the ball between his feet and his knees before bashing it with his forehead into it, sending the ball back toward the scrambling pile of warriors. "Sorry, gotta bring this lot up top. Next time, Nervad!" And just casts a quick, little glance towards them. And continues to move forward.
I whisper over to Dran. I think I'd probably be pretty good at that.
Oh, I would love to see that. Oh my gosh.
Until Tizo gets frustrated and Hawkback swoops the ball.
Just spin it flying. Just force move it out of the
Slices it in
way.
half.
Yeah, you can force move it into the goal or whatever.
There you go, yeah. Every
Force
single
jump
time.
across the court.
I'm picturing the
Jedi.
bit in. I'm picturing the bit in Road to El Dorado where the armadillo just jumps back
Yeah.
and forth through.
There's somebody on the outside going, "I think he's cheating."
Not sure how.
So you guys...
work in sports.
So after this hiking... Oh, I did want to mention, approaching, you have spent... Since getting here, that's another hour past. So currently you guys are down to 41 hours until the Empire arrives on Xorrn. And you guys make your way up to the camp. It seems as if it's pretty hustle and bustle up here. There's a lot of domes that look like they're made out of bark and mud and dirt. Grass tufts all over them. It looks like this place is pretty camouflaged from the top. If it weren't for having lots of space where trees have been cut, it would be hard to discern if you were just doing like a flyby that there was actually a settlement here. You notice within this group is also groups of Tals, which are Yeti-looking individuals that have multiple eyes, and these little like their mouths are like these little things that kind of dang, like a hummingbird kind of thing.
Aw.
Very tribe, yeah, like a little tube, like a little straw or something. They're interesting, definitely looking individuals, but it seems like they are here in harmony with this clan of Mandalorians. I do think I have a... Yes, I do. Here we go. I will share this. Show to everyone. Show to everyone. That's what they look like
Oh.
in chat. So just to give you guys an idea of what they look like. And I will... oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring
I
them
remember
back
them
up.
from
They kind
the
of
Clone
look
Wars.
like a moth.
Mhm.
They look like a Yeti moth.
A Yeti
basically.
moth.
Yeah, kind of like a Yeti. Yeah, like Yeti moth.
Yeah, I can see that. Interesting.
But they seem to have... seems to be a small clan of them that are here living among these Mandalorians as well. And you guys approach, and Cad just goes, "Welcome to Era Morat." And immediately, Raven, you would understand that translates in your native language to home away from home. That's what this place is named. The trees around it are exceptionally thick, with these massive trunks that reach up about 30 meters high. The hardwood obviously makes for perfect construction materials, and you can see that the bark that's used to make some of these domes is made from those trees. You can see the snow-capped mountains in the distance on the long side on the far side of this hill. And just the chill of the breeze just hits your spine a little bit, making your way through this, up on top of this hill. He leads you into town. You can see all this is going on. And you guys approach a massive grass and bark dome that sits atop the foothill. A constant stream of Mandalorians flows to and from the dome. They're carrying large crates and repeating blaster emplacements and all kinds of different things. A mixed group of Mandalorians and Tals near the entrance listens as a loud warrior tells a war story. And they're just sitting there in awe by this Mandalorian's story as he begins to tell the story. And Cad looks beyond into this dome and looks to you and basically responds to you all and says, "Okay, just give me a moment. I'll go in and see if Vera is ready to meet with you. If you guys want to just wait here, 10, 15 minutes tops, I'll be right back." Okay. He turns around and walks away as you guys just stare at him for a moment.
I give the thumbs up, but like in the wrong direction.
Oh,
Yes. Perfect. He seems to walk behind this one that's telling the story out there in front of the main door and disappears into this large domed structure. You guys have 10 to 15 minutes if you'd like to say anything or want to do anything, or we can do a hard swipe and
So I'll
when
kind
he
of-
returns.
Kind of sidle over to Raven. So these are your people, yes?
I suppose so. Didn't know they had
I like
so many
them.
here.
Sounds like they know how to have a good time.
These ones do, yeah.
There are a lot of people here. Your estimation, Raven, looking around, probably 800 Mandalorians.
Yeah. She's probably a little bit in shock right now.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't know there was this many in this clan, so she's a little shook.
How big is the clan compared to yours?
Clan Rook isn't nowhere near this, but our clan merged with a few others, so I guess it's comparable to the multiple groups that we have, but Rook specifically, no, nothing quite like this.
Do Do you feel uncomfortable to be here?
Not. I don't know if it's uncomfortable, it's just strange. And a little disheartening, I suppose. The name of this place is Home Away from Home, and it probably means most of these people have never seen Mandalore.
Familiar yet foreign.
Right, it's strange. Nostalgic, but different.
I understand. There are times where I miss my home. I have not been back in years.
Yeah, getting there for me too.
Perhaps someday you will come to visit the Chiss homeworld.
I'd like that.
Me too.
Raven still does not take off her helmet, even though she's surrounded by Mandalorians. She's like, I don't know these people.
Yeah, and you can see that they're at varying, like, they're not all wearing armor. Like, some of them are just, like,
they're just
walking around.
civilians,
Like, this is their home. So,
Yeah.
unless they're going into a situation where they feel they need to armor up, they're not armored. There are a few that are wearing armor and moving about. Most of them don't have their helmets on. They're just kind of walking around, helmet under their arm.
I feel like with the groups that Rook associates with, that's very unusual. Not unheard of, but very unusual for her group specifically to be this unprepared or, like, complacent. I think that's what's getting her, like, these are just people living their lives and it's weird.
Sure.
Yeah.
After about 15 minutes, Cad returns back out from this large dome. Okay, I got some good news. Vera will be able to meet with you. A little bit of bad news. It's going to be a little while.
How
Maybe
long is a while?
I think if you come back in about 2 hours, I'll meet you here and I can take you in.
We are really pressed for time. Is there no way she can escalate this?
Listen, I'm not supposed to say anything, but they're planning a big strike against the Hutts. And it's taken a lot more time to organize all this than anticipated.
Well, the gear they were loading up.
Listen, we got plenty here. He points to a lake a little bit away in the distance. There's a cantina that way. You can have yourself a little drink. The time will fly by. You can come on right back up here. We'll get everything sorted out. Relax a little. Go entertain yourself.
Relax a little. We have the Empire on our ass in less than 48 hours, and you want me to relax a little. You're useless, and I start walking towards the cantina.
As you walk, he looks towards the rest of you. He's like, is she always like that?
She's talking to useless people, yes.
No.
And I will start walking
And
You
and
just
I'm
gotta-
not gonna say anything against Raven because that would be like negging my teammate. I'm just gonna say that we are going through a difficult time. Thank you for the guiding and for directions to the cantina.
Okay. Yeah, he basically just points. If you head on that way, you run right into it. It's called the Sheb Niktos Cantina.
Sheb Niktos. Thank you.
At this point, I want, based on Raven's reaction, I want Raven to make either a cool or a discipline check against 2 purple difficulty.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And how frustrated you got that it was going to take 2 hours to get this meeting.
What is it? Cool or what?
Cool or discipline.
Discipline. That's my way to go.
Oh my god.
Nice. Okay. So even though the stress of we're on a ticking clock here and we got the Empire breathing down our necks, even though that stress is in the back of your mind, you're able to just take that deep breath, focus a little
I
bit.
upgraded my willpower last session.
Somebody did. Yeah, you seem to shrug that off and head down in the direction of the Sheb Niktos Cantina. And as you guys approach that direction, you're getting a lot of strange looks, especially just because we have a Mandalorian here that is not wearing the same insignia from a different clan.
What colors? You said blue and what? Blue and green? Are there colors?
There are mixed colors here. Like it
Mixed
seems
colors.
like the cat is blue and green, but you've seen
Okay.
some wearing red and gold. You've seen some wearing blue and silver. You've seen some in pure silver. You've seen all kinds of different Mandalorian armors. Knowing that maybe some of these individuals weren't on Mandalore, it could be that maybe the color of the armor isn't an important part of this clan in particular.
Gotcha.
Maybe they don't try to color coordinate like some other clans might.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the armor could be passed down from somebody who had already died, and so
It's just like generational.
generational varying armors and things of that nature.
Makes sense.
You guys finally run into the Sheb Niktos Cantina, which is recognizable by its sign, which features a cartoonish Nikto, which if you Google Nikto, I don't have a picture of one, but it's kind of like a species that has a lot of like spikes on the side of its face. A cartoonish Nikto receiving a strong boot from a Mandalorian armor's a foot. It looks like it's getting booted from the backside, and there's just a Mandalorian armored foot coming in from the side. That's the sign of this pub.
Amazing.
I remember right. Shebla means like an idiot or something, right?
Yeah, Sheb. Yeah, I think it means idiot in the Mandalorian language. Yeah. The pub is small, relatively intimate, has a dim lighting. Kind of obscures a little bit of the workings and things that are going on behind the bar. It seems that there's 2 Mandalorian warriors at the bar, each with a half-filled large mug of a deep, dark, black-looking ale. It almost looks like tar that they're drinking. And you guys kind of heading on in, and you attract the notice of these warriors. The larger of whom says to you all, "You there! You must be those individuals Cad brought down." This hulking warrior takes a giant swig from his mug, spilling this sweet black nectar down his facial hair and onto his armor. Slide on down. Have a drink with old Tarok.
Very nice to meet you, Tarok. Can I buy you a drink? In fact, I'd like to buy everyone here a drink.
As Jessica looks around, there are only 2 sitting at the bar. No one else is in the facility. The one next to the big guy's like, "Yeah."
Nice.
That's all you hear.
I meant the bar. I didn't mean just the bar. I meant the whole bar.
Yeah, there's only the 2 guys there.
There's only 2 people in here.
There's
now.
only
I thought you said that there was people in there.
well, there's people working behind the bar, but there's just 2 like sitting at the bar having a beverage. That's it.
I buy those 2 dudes a Guinness. or whatever they're drinking.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so the cost of that is going to be they are drinking 8,000 credits, right?
Remember that one place
This
we
is
went,
the-
the Drop View
This
Cantina
is
or whatever?
the good stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
that was on Cato Nimoidia. Those guys probably shield us.
So if you're buying
for
6,
sure.
so this is called black ale, so it's 6 credits for a mug. For each mug.
I don't
All
want
right, so that's 12.
Tizo doesn't want one.
No, it's 12 for them. Do you want one, Raven or Dran?
I'll
Yes,
take
please.
One,
All right.
All right,
Dran's
so
gonna have one.
that's 18 plus 12 is 30,
Mhm.
right? So that's 30 credits in all to buy everyone around.
Yep, sure. He looks at you, Yeska, since you were the one who started engaging him in conversation. He looks at you and says, "What brings you to Aramorat?"
Well, we have a business meeting with your clan leader.
Oh, a meeting with Vera, huh? Some trying
Yes.
times it is for all of us.
Indeed, it's a very difficult time for the galaxy. She is predisposed, but we will have meeting with her maybe in a few hours. Perhaps we can spend some time and get to know you in this time.
Great. That sounds like a great idea. I'd love to know more. What do you say we up the ante a bit?
Up the ante on what?
How about a shot of TR? Would you like a shot of that?
Absolutely.
Of course. Let's do it. Shot of TR, bartender. And all of a sudden you see the individual, the younger Mandalorian who's working, gets Yeska a drink. Anyone else want in on this? Tarek looks at everybody else.
I'll take one.
Oh, yeah. One right
I
there.
guess that's 4 of those.
Well, he's going to pay. He's paying for these.
Oh, he's paying. Okay.
Yep, he's got these. It looks like a
Oh,
very
generous.
strong. It looks like a very strong, clear spirit. It's served in a very short glass, and it's over ice. But it looks like it's a small amount, but you got to sip it. It looks like it's pretty strong. The equivalent of like a hard vodka, probably. Oh, you slam it?
Did you say vodka? Oh yes, please. I tossed it whole thing.
Oh
Okay.
god, no.
Okay.
I'm my drinks.
Everybody who's taking this drink, I need you to make an easy 1 purple resilience check for this drink.
Am I still upgraded on this? This doesn't seem like a site-based thing.
I'm gonna say no because you're right.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense for you to. Yeah,
You're
resilience.
blind, so you're more susceptible to drink.
It's from alcohol.
Right.
Yes. You were
Shoot it.
muted.
You
yeah,
actually
yeah.
splash it in your eyes.
Yeah, it's
Oh!
I have a drinking problem. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, drunk as a skunk.
Okay, so basically what that means on this check, increase difficulty by 1. That's what okay, so since one of you did succeed, PCs who fail resilience checks upgrade the difficulty of all. Okay, you're going to have to upgrade your next check if you continue to drink with Tarok. So that's what a failure means right now. In this instance.
Is this a drinking encounter? Is that what's happening right now?
This is actually a drinking encounter. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's designed. It's designed as a drinking encounter. That's right.
After I toss that one back, I'll say, are we serving water here?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, there'll be more where that came from, my friend. I bet you're wondering how an enclave of Mandalorians ended up this far from Mandalore. Old.
That's my mind.
He looks right at you, Raven. It's like, old Nam Baroya, Vera's father, let us out here. He didn't like the way Mandalore was headed.
No,
You had the Shabla Pafists on one side under Kryze and the Death Watch, who'd have led us to some Barvey crusade on the other. Nam wanted to keep on the old path. Simple mercenary and bounty hunter work. No politics. Suited me just fine. That's why I signed on with him. Ouch. Hey. Looks over towards Yeska. Kind of bumps you. Get your attention. How about another glass of that water?
Yes, I'm thirsty.
Hit us again!
It's a trap.
Anybody taking a shot? No?
Taking a shot. And you said I have a setback for now?
Let me see what the second one is. Each successive shot increases the difficulty by 1. Okay, so basically the next...
That's 2 purple and 1
2
black.
purple, and you're going to have an upgrade because of your first failure. So 2 purple
so not a black,
with an
upgrade.
Yeah, an upgrade, yeah. And Raven, if you're taking another one, you will also make the check with 2 purple dice. Resilience check, 2 purple. Seems like the more this guy drinks, the more of his story he tells. Yeah. It's kind of like me when I have some beverages.
Sorry, hang on. Resilient.
I haven't drunk in a long time, so it's hard for me to remember how I actually react.
The filter goes away with a few drinks. Whoa, Raven! Goodness gracious.
She is hardy.
So let me see what I want to double check that advantage Yeska got. There's one for Triumph. Triumph is huge in this encounter.
You're sober.
Yes. Easy spend. Oh, you can spend advantage, or yeah, you can get them to answer a question with advantage. That's how it can be spent. So if you have, so technically, Yeska, you got 3 advantages there. If you had any questions that you want them to answer, you could use those to ask some questions, and he will gladly answer them.
What was his name again? Is it
Tarok? Teroch. Yeah, Tarok.
Can you put that in the chat for me?
Yes, I can. There it is.
So, Tarok, tell me, is your clan is planning something big? Yes.
A little, yeah, you could say that. It it had it in here, and I was just trying to find it. So we've done some work for various people in the past. Some a little bit more trustworthy than others. We've had some issues with some of the huts. So we're taking precautions and, decided to take things into our own hands, and we're going to do something about it.
That sounds like a very reasonable plan. Do you have any idea when this will be occurring? Do not worry, you're safe with me. We are friends, yes.
Well, I'll be headed up to the clan home in just a few, but I'll find out more there. I haven't been informed on all the decisions that are being made currently, but I'm sure it'll be happening fairly soon.
Important meeting, and there is no Tarok at the meeting?
Oh, look at me. I'm getting a little old for all this. Now,
he slams his hand on the bar and starts laughing.
Right. Listen, I'm just past my prime, but I do plan on getting in there and maybe, bashing a few skulls.
Some experience is always good in a mix-up.
If I get a chance to take down a hut, I'll take the opportunity.
Then you can come back, buy me drinks, and tell me all about it.
Absolutely. Anyway, that must have been. We came here about 20 years ago. Spent some time working security for the Separatists during the Clone Wars. Even took some jobs with those huts that we were talking about. Anyway, a few years in the field makes a Mandalorian want to put down the roots, and damn, found this place. We've been working from Aramoret ever since.
Well, I am very happy that you have been able to find a home. I think I will have to keep searching for mine.
Well, in the meantime, how about another drink?
So this is a 3.
He looks at Raven. I don't think I've got your name.
Raven.
Some nice armor you have there. Looks like it's seen some battle.
It has. Not just from me, but from those before me as well.
Didn't know anybody personally, but I knew some. From Rook.
You did.
Been around for a number of years. See a few things.
Like what?
Well, pretty tough, resilient folk from Rook. A little stubborn, but tough.
Anyone in particular?
Yeah, like I said, didn't know anybody personally, but... You want one of these too? And he holds out a glass to you, Raven. All right. You guys can go ahead and make... This one's going to be 3 purple resilience check.
And I have 1 upgrade because I failed earlier.
Yes. 1 upgrade. Oh,
no.
Just a threat.
Does that count as,
oh, 2
does
threats.
the count as the failure too?
Okay. So
Or does he
technically...
get to ask us questions.
So technically this doesn't end the encounter, but basically what it does is it adds well, let me see. Okay. So as you guys do this, he kind of looks at you and maybe I shouldn't have any more. I mean, I got that meeting coming up and I don't want to get you guys in a situation. You know, some of these hangovers can be pretty rough with this stuff.
That seems sensible. Do we have any calf here at this place?
He like goes to the bartender and kind of gives him a look, and the bartender just kind of looks back, and it seems that they do, but it probably isn't going to be very good.
I'll take one calf for me, please.
All right. That's going to be 3 credits.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like he's
Do I need to
getting
make any kind of recovery check or something?
No, you don't. You guys can you can try to ask him questions. It seems like he's kind of stopped where he's going to go for this instance, unless one of you, anybody has anything to say, or just seems like a little bit of a opportunity.
No, I think Raven's quite satisfied. He seems to understand where she's coming from, so she's fine with that.
Oh, you know what?
I think I might spend a little bit of time chatting, the rest of the time kind of chatting with him, and maybe, just kind of sharing some jokes or some stories.
There's what Tarek looks like in Roll20.
Nice.
He's a seasoned individual. Yeah.
So I feel like we just kind of continue and just
just like small talk that isn't too extensive.
Maybe sharing some battle stories, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, our friends from 20 Sides are visiting.
Oh, 20 Sides are here. Hey, guys. Thank you for the raid, 20 Sides. We appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, you guys kind of get through. It seems like you're starting to hear some commotion happening outside of the cantina. Seems like a little bit of raised voices. Voices that you can hear, a little bit of panic in voices.
I will put my helmet back on and head for the door, see what's up.
Okay. It seems to be there is a group of, or a couple younger Mandalorians that are outside. What look to be younger parents, possibly. They seem to be trying to recruit some other Mandalorians outside, and their voices are panicked. And you get the gist of, as they're kind of moving around, you catch glimpses of conversation as they're moving about and causing this little bit of a scuffle here with this other group of Mandalorians walking by. It sounds as if they are looking to recruit people to aid in a rescue. It seems that the gist of it you're getting is Mandalorians go on quests whenever they're younger. Is kind of like a coming of age type thing. Mm-hmm. And the individuals that were supposed to have returned have not.
How old roughly do I think they would be sent out?
It can be varied. Probably younger teenager. All the way up to older teens, depending on if the Mandalorians believe that they're ready to handle it. Mm. But one of the parents, like, seeing you with your helmet on, coming out there, like, rushes up to you, female Mandalorian, is like, "Hey, honey, you just came in just today. I saw you. Your group. You guys look really well equipped. My son hasn't come back, and we're starting to get worried."
Where did he go?
They went up through the mountain pass.
How long ago?
Oh gosh, it's been about 2, no, not 2. I'm sorry, my brain is just frazzled.
It's okay.
It was just yesterday. They just left yesterday, but they were supposed to be back this morning.
What were they out doing?
It's a coming of age. You go in groups and you follow instructors. You You hike. And you just get an experience of being out there on your own in the environment. It's cold weather survival. It's training hunts with Taos from the Naz tribe that we have here. You go and you participate in hunts of ice chompers, motmots, even narglatches. Learning about fighting and surviving in these extreme environments. It can be a true test. It's very rough.
Is
And I
Vera
have-
aware that they're missing?
Not yet. She's been busy.
I will relay the message then. We have a meeting with her very shortly, so I can't afford to miss it.
Oh
she will-
my.
She will be informed. Oh God.
I'm sharing with you what these things that they talk to you about look like.
That that is good hunting right there.
How much longer do we think we have before the 2 hours are up? Like, how much time did we spend in the?
That meeting with him was about an hour. So you guys have about an hour meeting with them, and it seems like this group is trying to recruit you guys. And one thing that she says is, we do have some simple land speeders to cut off some of the distance, but I saw that you guys came in on a vessel. That ship
Right, we could just kind of zip over to where
definitely
the
help.
camp was.
Like, fly low, use the scanners, you know.
Yeah, we could potentially do that if we have an hour. And if we don't find them within the hour, we let Vera know immediately.
I think this is a good idea.
Alright,
Especially if we're
start-
going to be asking for their help. I mean, this could win some credibility for us.
That is.
And
very
I'm
true. And
talking
those
to
children,
this-
I can't just leave them out there. It doesn't sit well with me.
I'm talking
I
to this
agree.
mom, and I will console her. I'm like, we will do what we can. We will try to find them.
And as she looks at you with an expression of joy in her face, you can see tears welling up a little bit, but Mandalorians are pretty tough. You know, they understand the struggle.
I can hear
And-
the plink of tears on her helmet.
Yeah, that's right. And looks at all of you and says, I'm extremely grateful. Extremely. And I do have some towels that are willing to go with you to help.
I do not think that they would be able to fit on their ship. It is kind of a tight fit.
Oh. Okay.
We could strap
Perhaps
them
if
on
we
top like
find,
luggage.
perhaps if we find
trunk.
any trace of them, we can, come back and we'll use the land speeders to get to that place and bring the towels with us.
Okay, that sounds good. I can have them on standby and ready.
Have them on standby.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode of Star Wars Force and Destiny.